Okie doke. Hello everyone. We are going to continue on with the pattern favorites, the viewer favorites or viewer challenges. I'm going to go back to a viewer favorite. Matter of fact, I'm going to do 3 viewer favorites in one drawing because these viewer favorites are ones that I cannot show the step outs to because they're not on Pattern Dash Collections website, which is Papyrus, Flux, and Zinger. Cruffle's not on here yet either, but I'm gonna concentrate on these 3: Papyrus, Flux, and Zinger. They're all very simple patterns, easy to do, and so I'm just going to show you, and I'm going to put all 3 of them into one big drawing because I want to draw something for a greeting card, and yeah, I'm going to do that. So let me show you what the 3 of them are and how they work. There's Zinger, there's Flux, there's Papyrus. I did them quick and dirty here. So with my pencil, I'm going to show you each one. Zinger is simply a couple of parallel lines, a little curve like so, fill that in right there, fill it in, and then do some curves. They can touch, but they don't have to touch. Some curves like this that get progressively smaller, like so. Super simple. Flux is a leaf-like pattern. You just do a shape like this, a sort of a teardroppy raindrop type shape. You put the line with the dot. That's it for Flux. Organic teardrop with a line and a dot. We can do this. Papyrus, you use parallel lines. So you're going to do a couple of parallel lines, and then another set of parallel lines, and another set of parallel lines. If you want to make them more, you just do another set of parallel lines, and then you just go across here like this, and then go the other way. So it's sort of a herringbone design. And then if you have another set, you just go the other way, and so forth and so on. It's very simple, one of those filler background kind of patterns. So I'm going to use those 3 in some sort of design. Let's go. I'm going to do it on this pink page. Excuse me. Once again, I want to remind everyone of this information. If you would be able to find it in your heart to make a donation to that organization, I would appreciate it. If you don't have the money, that's cool too. If you would just say a little prayer for those folks who are going to be walking on the 24th of October. And for those who are struggling with their mental health, if you would think about them and keep them in your thoughts. And let's try to encourage those folks to get the help that they need for their depression, and to encourage them to stay here. Okay, I'm going to decide how I want to create this shape. I think I want to do sort of a shape like that as my base, I think. So I'm going to put some flux and stuff in here coming up this direction and this direction with some zingers, and then maybe in the background I'll do the papyrus. So pardon me. What size do I want it to be? I think I want this size. Okay. I'm just using that as a guide as to where to kind of place my objects in space. I'm actually going to use the brush nib and make a nice border though to start with, I think. Beautiful. Beautiful line. I love that line. Okay. Okay, so let's do some flux. Let's start with some flux. And then we'll put a zinger or two in here. This one shouldn't be too long of a video because these patterns are not so difficult that I can't just go and do. I love these kind of organic shapes that are just easy. Do a question from my book. Why not? If you could change one of your personality traits, what would it be? I think I'd want to be a little less introverted. Maybe. I don't know. I like me. I like me how I am. I didn't always like me. Something you learn over a long period of time, I think. And I think if you've learned that when you're young, more power to you. Coming up this way. And then maybe a few more flux. Coming out. Maybe some more coming this way. I feel like it needs a little something else down here, but it's going to be filled with the and I don't want to get that other pattern, the background pattern, too close to this, so I think I'm just going to aura this whole thing. which is a technique I have not done in a really long time. I'm not sure anybody even has seen this on my channel. Maybe not. Erase my pencil lines because I don't need them anymore. I liked that shape though. Gave me the foundation that I wanted so that it wasn't static, that it had some movement. And now I'm going to put those background, I'm going to do parallel lines, and I think I'm going to go ahead and draw them in with pencil real quick first because I want to make sure that they go all the way straight down through this shape. So I'm gonna do that. And then that, I think. I'm trying to just decide how wide I want my things to go so that I'm consistent. Yeah, okay. That'll be good. Whether it's straight or not doesn't really matter as long as it's straight with each other. They just need parallel to themselves. They don't necessarily need to be straight on the page necessarily. Okay, see? Now they flow. You'll notice they're not exactly straight. That's okay. As long as I have my guides so that they're sort of straight. Good enough. And then I'll do, I think these will go, actually I think these are going to go this way. You can do this. See how easy this is? I'm encouraging you to try all three of these patterns. You don't have to try them all in one drawing if you don't want to. But my goodness, are these easy. Don't even have to think about them. Just like that. See? And then you just use a similar angle going the other direction. And you'll notice I like to start those angles in the middle and not at the edge, not at the ends. That's just so I can keep my angle kind of nice. And then I'll just build outward from one end or the other. Look how simple that is. Oop, that was a little off angle. Oh well, it's a handmade drawing, right? It's been a long time since on this channel that I've combined more than one tangle together on a page, hasn't it? I think that's because patterns are becoming more complex. I'm really like these just easy patterns where you can just get into the flow and not really worry about a complex pattern. See? Isn't that cool? And I want a little bit more substance over here, so when I'm done with these stripes, I'm going to come back in here and fill in some dark, because I feel like I don't have enough contrast in here. I have a lot of thin lines. I think I want some contrast. Now I can do a couple of things to get that contrast. I could fill in my stripes, which would work, but I think that's going to take longer than I want to spend. So what I think I'm going to do to get that darkness, because I have such a bold border, I feel like I need more darkness to bring that all together. Trying to stay at that same angle, which is tough, I think. But I want your eye to not think, oh, that's drawn weird. I'm trying to stay at that same angle. Okay, I like that. I think I want to put, I'm a little wide with these. I'll put a little something in there. It's not part of the tangle, but I just feel compelled to do that. So I'm just listening to my own intuition. Like that. Actually, I'm going to sign it while I've got this pen out because that's the size I want for signature. And then I want to get a little bit bigger. And I'm going to do some dark hatches. Just kind of ground this. I don't know. Just feel like it needs something. Okay, that's better. It needed a little something else. And then I want to do a little bit of coloring, but I don't want to do like a full-on color. So the thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Inktense pencils, my water brush. Does my water brush have water in it? Yeah. Sometimes when it's sitting out here in my studio, it dries up. I think I want to do just a little bit of this fun, not teal, not olive, maybe this one, field green. Let's do a little field green. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to take it from the tip of the pencil and I'm just going to wipe it with the water brush. See how it's dissolving and just getting on my brush? And I'm just going to do just a tiny bit of color. Ooh, that's way bolder than I had anticipated. Wow. Okay, that's better. Well, some of them are going to be bolder than others. You'll see that I'm not filling completely in. I'm just going to get some color on these leaves. That's really quite green. Wow, that's a brighter green than I had thought it would be. Let's tone it down a little bit with some of this leaf green. Why didn't I use leaf green to start with? I don't know. I'll just tone it down just a smidge. Not that I don't like bright colors, because I do. Of course, I could have chosen not to use the Inktense. The Inktense is always such a brighter color than like the other watercolor pencils that I have. The other ones are much more subdued. And I maybe should have used those, but I didn't. So here we go. There we go. That brought it down just a notch, right? That one. Where's my? I need. Oh no, I did not. Little tissue to wipe off my brush, and then maybe what color my little zinger is going to be? Yellow, pink. Let's go with pink. That's good. Just a little bit of color. I don't want like a ton of color. And then the background needs something, which I think I'm not going to use an Intense because it's going to be too bright, too powerful. So let's use a regular watercolor pencil, which is these ones, the Derwent regular watercolors. Basically the same thing. They're just not quite so intense. And the watercolors I can lift. The Intense, once it's down, it's pretty much down. So if I don't like what happens with the watercolor pencil, I can get my tissue and I can pull it back up. And I think I just want it, oh gosh, how do I want it? Do I want just a blue? Just a pretty, let's just do a pretty blue. And I'm going to go on either side of these lines. This time I'm going to put the pencil down first and then color with the water. I got a little bit too much pencil there. See if I can erase it. Don't want blue in there. Okay. Just like that. Water brush, squeeze it a little bit, get some water flowing. I test it on my hand because I can feel if the water is flowing, or if it's not enough I can squeeze out some more. If it's too much I can dry it up. That's better. Now this is not watercolor paper, so I know that these pencils are not going to react the same on here as they would on watercolor paper. So I have to keep that in mind as well. And I also have to keep in mind that it's going to maybe move over time still. I did not put down much pigment, which I may want to come back and do anyways. I don't know. We'll see what happens. See how it moves. If I don't like the way it's moving and I want more, which I think I will, I'll just come back in and do like I do with the Intense and just grab a little color off the tip of the pencil and just add some more on here. But this will make a nice crisp line where I wanted a crisp line, which was right across there. I think I will grab a little more off there and do these places. I think I just wanted a little bit more, especially where the things overlap. Ooh, I'm getting hot. It's later in the day than I had anticipated. Had some filming difficulties earlier today, so kind of had to start over with one. But that's okay. I got through it. Okay. All right, that looks good. Beautiful. Perfect for a greeting card. This is for Tangletober, and it is Flux, Zinger, and Papyrus. So Flux, Zinger, and Papyrus all done like that. Let's see. Can I get it? Maybe over here where everybody can see? Maybe right there. Okay. Everybody can see that, right? Yep. You can see that. Okay. I will see you guys on the next video. You guys have a great day and do something nice for someone today. And I've got one more greeting card to draw. Then I will be done because I am toasty roasty. See you guys later. Bye-bye.